Good morning, Mr. President. Barack, when are we going to stop playing these silly games in Washington? Now the Democrats are going to say you're not going to show up for Netanyahu's speech to Congress. How silly is that? How silly is it to put their pride and their ego before the nation's security and the security of Israel? This is really dumb. If you're that pissed off because Boehner invited him, why don't you just show up? Like crash to Congress or something like that. Would be a good idea. I looked at your budget. Some stupid things in there, especially Treasury, $577 billion, 13.5 of it discretionary. All the rest is mandatory. Then you have $585 billion for defense. All of it is discretionary, and none of it is mandatory. What's more important, collecting taxes or defending our country? Obviously, from the mandatory $577 billion for the Treasury, seems like collecting money and then doing stupid things like giving it back make no sense whatsoever. The defense of our country should be mandatory, not discretionary. Ted Cruz is going to use the approval of Loretta Lynch to the Attorney General's post as a wedge against you on the immigration policy. First of all, I don't think she's qualified for the job, primarily because she's not protecting the poor people, and that's part of her job, to follow the Constitution and follow the law. For Ted Cruz to come up with this idea is another imbecile thing on his part. I am not a big supporter of Ted Cruz and his tactics. Don't put Loretta Lynch in a job that she's not qualified for just because he can try to elicit immigration concessions from you. That's really sticking it to the poor in this country, and you know it, and so does he. So let's get over the games. Let's get on with governing. The last thing, if you don't want to go to Congress and listen to Netanyahu, then call Boehner up and ask him to invite me. I'd be glad to go to Congress and listen to Netanyahu. Truth never hurts. Have a great day. God bless you and your family, and God bless America.